Hey guys, it's me Jessica AKA IntriguingOne here on YouTube, coming into you today on the ProofWLSWorks channel. For those of you that may be unfamiliar with my story, I'm going to give that as a little background before we jump into the subject. I am a Lapband patient. I have a 10cc Lapbands, and I am almost exactly 2 years post-op. Monday, January 15th will be 2 years for me. So I have lost 115 pounds. I am still about 15 pounds from my goal weight. We're still trying to get there. I haven't given up. But anyways, that kind of gives you at least the understanding of where I'm going to answer these questions from. Let's see. Number one, do you wish you would have done anything different? And of course, this is in regards to our journey process. I think there are things that I could have done differently. However, my circumstances were often an obstacle. And what I mean by that is I have a very busy schedule. I work full-time. I am in management, so I work generally 50 to 60 hours a week, sometimes more than that. I go to school full-time. I do have children, family life. There's just a lot of things that kind of have to be juggled on top of trying to change my life and become healthier and eat better and exercise more. There were a lot of times where something had to give, and just depending on the day would depend on what it was. Let's see. But if I have to say, is there anything that I would have done differently, it would have to be exercise. I have always through my journey kind of been hit and miss on it. There are times I'm very spot on. I guess I should say that about my whole journey. I shouldn't even just relate that just to exercise. There are times that I'm very hot, and what I mean by that is I'm just spot on. Everything is going as planned. I'm on key with my food. I'm on key with my exercise. I'm balancing everything in my life, and then all of a sudden I can't. There's something that comes up, something that does this, and then it throws me off, and then it takes me a while to get back on track. So I guess if anything, I would say that if I could have been more consistent along my journey, I believe that I would have already been at goal, and I think I could have been at goal a long time ago. Yeah. So I guess if anything, it's about being more consistent, and that could, like I said, correlate to anything. My eating habits, my exercise habits. It's just about, again, this journey is about changing your life, and I think some of us take that for granted or don't think that it's going to be as hard as it is. And at least for me, it's, again, when life gets in the way, I have always been the girl to go the easy way when it comes to taking care of me or choosing my food choices or things like that. So if I didn't have time, oh, can't exercise. Oh, don't have time to fix dinner. Hey, I don't like to cook, but then it's like, oh, what a perfect excuse to eat out. And, then you don't make the best food choices sometimes. So, again, 2 years out, I'm still learning how to balance everything, and I'm nowhere near perfect. But I have to say I am a world of difference between what I used to be and what I am now. Number two, who do you talk to or what do you do to stay inspired? I talk to a lot of people. Some people I just have communications through on YouTube, just through video comments and things like that. Maybe an occasional question in an email or looking for an opinion or what have you. I have my weight loss community family on Facebook. I have my pocket peeps, I've often heard them called. So I have people that I know through Facebook, or I'm sorry, that I know through YouTube, that are on the same journey. Some of us are in different spots. Some of us have different surgeries, but we all can relate on what we talk, or the struggles and even the positive points of the journey we like to share. I might send a picture of trying on a new pair of jeans and they actually fit and they're a size smaller. So it's really great to have people that you can connect with, that you can relate to. When I started this journey, I was probably a little more open with people about my surgery. Since then, I probably am a little more, I guess I just don't divulge as much, because I guess I got tired of having to defend it. Or, you know, when people say, oh gosh, I haven't seen you forever, you look great. Did you do it the normal way? Or, you know, it's like, what's the normal way? I changed how I ate, I exercised, you know. I guess I got tired of having that conversation, so I didn't want to, tell as many everyday people that I'm in contact with. So it's really important to have that community that you can share with. Because again, there are people that are in different situations that often can't relate to some of the struggles that we have, or even some of the joys that we have when, you know, you try on a pair of 6 jeans and they actually fit. It's like, I remember when I thought 16 was small and now a 6. It's like, but again, once you're on this journey, you can so relate to all the non-scale victories and even the struggles that we all have. And we can help each other. Sometimes it's just good to have someone that you can talk to that you know understands, even if they don't have the same struggles or what have you. So I honestly, I've said this time and time again, and I will continue saying this on Facebook, on YouTube, wherever. I do not know where I would be without this community. Actually, the YouTube community is actually how I guess, gained the courage to go through with it. I had Lapband just because, for me personally, I was scared of things like where they were going to cut things and reattach them elsewhere and change things. That scared me. So when I first heard about Lapband, I was like, well, there's an option that I could look into. And I think I Googled Lapband or something, and all of a sudden I stumbled onto YouTube, and I think actually the first person that I found on YouTube was Banded Wendy. And then I just started watching other people's journeys, and then I made an appointment, and it was like, you know, one thing led to another, and I do not know what I would do without you guys. So for that, I have to say thank you for watching me, for listening to me ramble on, for being supportive of me. You guys are my support system, my backbone from before surgery. And I still look to you guys now for inspiration, and I can't thank you guys enough. So, number 3, where does your drive and determination come from each and every day? Well, I would have to say for me personally, it comes from the fact of I do not want to go back to how I used to be. I was tired. I was... You know, I hated the way that I looked in the mirror. I hated the way clothes fit. I mean, I just was not happy. I mean, and now that I've lost the weight, now that I've changed how I live, now that I get out there and run, I can't tell you how freeing and how wonderful it is to live life. And that's what this journey was about. It was about getting out there and being able to live life to its fullest and be healthy and be strong and be a good example for my children. And I mean, it's you gotta just keep marching on. I don't want to go back. There is no way I'm going back. So that's where the drive and determination comes from. Some of you also know that I do have one of my 3 children is overweight, my youngest, my daughter, and it breaks my heart. And I am going to do everything within my power to help her, because I, like many of you, know what it feels like. I was not overweight as a child, but I can only imagine the things that may get said to her or how she feels, and it breaks my heart. And I know that I got to continue every day to show her how she can change her life too, and how good it can be to feel like you can accomplish something. Because I think often when you're overweight, you feel like a failure, you can't do anything, or nobody's going to love you, or nobody's going to want you, and that's not what I want for her. So I do it for her too. So anyways, that's it for me, guys. I hope everybody's having a fabulous weekend, and I will see you all next week. Bye.